Hi everybody, I'm Lauren and this is Brittany and we're two of Festival's dietitians, and today we are sharing a very delicious recipe. It's a mushroom farro casserole recipe.
Yum.
So this recipe is great for a side dish or for a meal because it has farro in it, which is an ancient grain that is really hearty and super good for us. So we're going to talk a little bit more about farro in a little bit, but so for now we're just going to get started right with the recipe. So we have a hot skillet here.
Okay.
And from here we're going to add in a pat of butter into our skillet.
Oh, listen to that sizzle.
Yeah. Turn it down just a little bit. And then we're going to add in some oil, just some olive oil here.
Okay.
Got some diced up shallot.
And we've minced all our vegetables really small because it's a better bite size for this casserole.
Yes, definitely. And then we have some garlic. And this garlic was not super finely chopped up, just a little bit. And then we got some thyme and salt.
Alrighty.
So we're gonna let this go here just for a little bit, and then we'll be adding in our mushroom after this is cooked through. So in the meantime, let's talk about our fun grain.
Yes, let's talk about farro. So farro is actually one of those ancient grains. It was a staple in the ancient Roman diet. And it's a really hearty grain, like you were saying. So it's a little bit heartier than rice or wheat berries, but it's a great substitute for both of those grains in different recipes.
Yes.
And it's really high in fiber, protein, and iron. And it's really easy for your body to digest and absorb the nutrients from this grain. So overall, just a really wholesome grain.
And the best thing about it is that it's really easy to cook.
Yes, exactly. It cooks just like rice. And what we've done with this so far is just cooked it in unsalted chicken stock. So give it a little bit of flavor. And we just let it cook pretty much just like rice. Bring it to a boil and then let it simmer until all the liquid is absorbed.
And I just love the texture of this grain. It's very hearty. So unlike rice, where it's a little bit softer, this is a little bit chewy.
Right.
Which kind of mimics that texture of meat. So makes it a little bit more filling as well.
Exactly. So between the mushrooms and the farro in this dish, it really is a great meatless dish.
Oh, absolutely. So here what I've done is I've added in our chopped up mushrooms.
And we used baby bellas or cremini mushrooms.
Gives it that nice umami flavor.
There you go. While you're working on that, I'm actually going to put together the cheesy part of our casserole. A little bit. So I'm going to add some low-fat Daisy cottage cheese. Use my little spatula here.
And cottage cheese is just going to give this dish even more protein.
Oh,
so you've got the whole grains, we've got the veggies, we've got the protein from the cottage cheese.
And the egg that I just added.
Yes, yep.
So I'm just going to whisk this together. Oh my goodness, those mushrooms are already smelling great.
I love baby bellas.
And this will come together. It's already getting nice and ooey gooey and cheesy. I just love an ooey gooey cheesy casserole when it's all melty.
And cottage cheese is a great ingredient for that. And after we get the cottage cheese mixed up with everything else, you really can't even tell that there is cottage cheese in there.
Right, right. All right.
These mushrooms are looking really good. They're cooking down, which mushrooms cook down a lot.
Yes.
Got a lot of water in them.
But we're not really losing any of that bulk because we're adding this hearty guy.
Yes.
Our farro. So you think we're ready to add these guys to the skillet?
Yes.
Alrighty. We'll add the cheese first.
All right, let me get that in here. Perfect. That looks good.
Alrighty.
I'm going to just mix this in first. And you can see it's nice and bubbly. And I can already smell the cheesiness.
I know. Let's add our star of the show.
Farro.
Our farro. I'll let you use your spoon.
Sure.
Let's grab this. All right.
So we're just going to mix this up in here.
Oh my gosh. That's looking delicious already.
And grain salads are very popular right now, whether it's quinoa, rice, or any of the other ancient grains.
And just like we always talk about varying your vegetables or varying your fruits and getting a variety, it's important to get a variety of grains too, because each has a different nutrient profile that's really important. So
this is a
change
great
it up
way
with
to
different greens.
Yeah, get your farro.
Absolutely.
All right, this is looking really nice and cheesy. You can kind of see all the cheese is melted in here.
Casserole dish.
So what we're gonna do from here is scoop this in a casserole dish.
And we've greased this already with some cooking spray.
Yes. And then all we're gonna have to do is bake it. So
Yeah.
really pretty quick and not very many dishes. We've got our skillet as the main dish, and then
just pop it in the oven. And what's great about this dish is it could be a side dish, or because it is so filling, it could serve as your main dish too, your entree.
Definitely depending on how many people you're serving.
Yes, absolutely.
That type of thing.
All right.
So that looks pretty good. We'll get these last couple mushrooms in here. Oh, just smells fantastic.
I love mushrooms. Alrighty, I'm gonna pop this in the oven at 350.
Perfect. Turn off our skillet here.
And here,
stuff out of the way.
I have some that we made earlier, so we get to try it.
Yum. Cheesy, mushroomy.
Yes, I was just gonna say mushroomy.
It's definitely the works.
Yummy.
Well, we hope you enjoy this recipe just as much as we do. And remember, you can always eat well at Festival Foods.
See you next time.